We're going to talk real quickly about proportions and how they apply when you have two figures that are similar. Remember, when I say similar, I mean they have the same shape, but they have different size. So all of these are going to be assumed that they are similar. So when we talk about perimeter, when we talk about side lengths, I'll use the phrase scale factor. The ratio that we'll use is just a simple A to B ratio. It's easier when you look at it in terms of numbers. This has a side length of 6. This one has a side length of 10. This one has a side length of 3. This one has a side length of 5. It's obviously in a 3 to 5 ratio. So this scale factor, this ratio, is 3 to 5. So if we compared the perimeter of this one to the perimeter of this one, it would have to come out to a ratio of 3 to 5 because they're similar. When we talk about area and surface area, it's not quite as simple. The ratio that we'll mention is A squared to B squared. Here's what I mean. You have two similar prisms here. This has a little length of 3. This one has a length of 5. There is a 3 to 5 scale factor, but if we started comparing the surface area, it would not be a 3 to 5 ratio. It would be a 9 to 25 ratio. It's related to my scale factor, but the numbers are squared. These two fractions aren't equivalent, but they are related. So if you compare areas, if I would compare the area, surface area of this one to the surface area of that one, it would end up being a 9 to 25 ratio. If I go back and look at the area of these two things, this has an area of 18, this has an area of 50. What's that ratio? 9 to 25, because we're talking about area or surface area. When we go all the way to volume, the ratio is A cubed to B cubed. So again, I have a diameter of 3, diameter of 5. The scale factor is 3 to 5 from small to big. But if I were going to compare the volume of the smaller one to the bigger one, the ratio would be in a 27 to 125 ratio. That's not the same as that, and it's not the same as that. It's not like it's reduced and you get it down to 3/5. It's a totally separate ratio. It's just related to your scale factor. So when you're doing problems this section, you got to ask yourself, am I dealing with something that's referring to perimeter and scale factor and lengths? Am I talking about area or surface area? Or am I dealing with volume?